Do you guys remember that feud a while back that was going around on TikTok and other social medias of millennials versus Gen Z? And it amounted to nothing because obviously millennials are going to think that their generation is better when Gen Z thinks that their generation is better. And then you have the people who just don't give a f because it doesn't matter. And you're always hearing about boomers, like boomer humor. Like we make fun of Facebook all the time. We're always making fun of those dang boomers because it's just so easy. But you know a generation that I think gets away with too much? One that is not talked about enough? Well, I guess you do know what it is because you read the title of this video. It's Gen X. Now, I'm not making this video to say that one generation is better than the other because it doesn't matter. That's a dumb argument to have. We were all born in different times, so obviously we're gonna have a different outlook on life. We're gonna have a different sense of style. We're gonna have different routines. We're gonna have a different type of humor, and that's okay. That's part of living. But it doesn't mean we can't have a little goof. It doesn't mean we can't have a little laugh. Now, if you want a good way to understand the basics of this generation, all you have to do is just search hashtag Gen X on TikTok, and there's countless numbers of them. I honestly didn't even realize how prevalent they were on TikTok. To me, I felt like TikTok was the one sacred place that we actually kept from them, but alas, we have not. They're here, and they're here to stay. Now, if there's one thing I learned about this generation doing my little research for this video, it's that they just don't give a fuck. They hate everyone and everything, and they just don't give a shit.
Here are 5 Gen X moods everybody should know about. Part 2. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Literally. No shits. Well, this is just a f***ing shit show. Yeah, no. I'm not doing that shit. Nope. Oh, for f***ing sake, this is some stupid shit. And the most classic of them all? Nope. F*** this shit. F*** you and this shit. I'm out.
It is really funny watching stuff like that where they think that they're just being so badass. They're just being so edgy, bro. Yeah, I say the F word. What are you gonna do about it? Honestly, I don't care. Or I might just say, I don't give a shit. Arrest me, PC police. Arrest me. I'm saying the naughty words. And this lady's page is completely dedicated to just her generation. It's a really weird thing to base all of your content around, but I can't knock it too much because she's getting the bag. She's getting the views, and I respect a hustler.
You know, one of these days, you're gonna run out of snarky things to say. That's literally impossible. It's a supply and demand thing. The universe supplies us with idiots, and we respond to the demand with snark and sarcasm. It's the natural order of things. It's how we keep the world balanced.
I don't even have words for that one. Gen X in a nutshell.
Good morning, all you beautiful people. This is your reminder that you don't have to put up with anybody's shit today. Nobody's. Now go out there and have a great f***ing day.
I think one of the main differences between that generation and mine is that they just hate everyone. Like, from the sounds of it, it just sounds like everybody pisses them off and annoys them. And I think it's the same way for Gen Z too. But we just don't care. Like, I think we've realized how fucked up our world is that we just, like, what's the point? They're pissed off at everyone. Meanwhile, we just accept it and live our lives. Because in the end, does it really matter? Also, just a quick side note, I've also learned that most of them are alcoholics. They really, really, really like their alcohol. Like, a lot. Pinnacle of Gen X humor. And you know her audience just loved that. They just ate that shit up. Just looking at the comments, did you have good results? Perfectly done. MacGyver taught us well, and that's how it's done. That is peak Gen X sass. You know us, bro. We're just so fucking sassy. Don't get on my bad side. That's the side you don't want to see. So you kind of get the gist of what Gen Z finds humorous. Just swearing a lot and trying to convince themselves that nothing bothers them, even though they have to keep reminding everyone that they don't give a fuck and that they just hate everyone. But they don't care. But another trend with them on TikTok is just having a random person, a random Gen Xer, taking a clip from a comedy special and mouthing the words to it while making sure that they do a lot of crazy, wacky faces. Let me show you an example.
Understand that a man wants a woman who encourages him without nagging him. He wants a woman who believes in his dreams, even though she knows he can't do it.
And of course she has a nice little bit of vodka or tequila to go along with it, because you got to remember that alcohol. They do love their alcohol.
Your man come home talking about he done quit his good ass job at the post office because he want to be an astronaut. Don't say shit, just pull out your sewing machine and make him an astronaut outfit, because you believe in him. Mix him up some tang, slice him up some cheese, tell him get up, you're gonna be late for the moon.
I can't take any more of that. We have to stop that early. That lasts way too long. Damn, girl, your expirations are epic. Love this. Well, she is Gen X, so expiration should be coming up.
You need to leave.
That was mean. I'm sorry. No, I'm not, because I don't take anybody's shit for nothing.
Let's talk a little bit about Generation X. The generation so terrifying they couldn't even give it a fucking name. So Gen Xers were raised in a very interesting period of time. They were raised by baby boomers, so they knew a very older and maybe kind of feral way to exist and live their life. But then they were also old enough, so when the internet and a lot of new technology started coming out, they also knew a lot more. So they had this kind of ability to cherry pick the best traits of baby boomers and millennials, which makes them some of the most dangerous people in the world. Most of the Gen Xers I knew either went to the military, went to rehab, or went to jail.
Are you trying to sell your case right now? I know you're trying to compliment yourself, but I don't know how you could turn that into a good thing.
That means the ones that are left are fucking survivors. So for as many changes in music and style and culture that you think you've been through, in the last 50 years, they've been through the most. Also, mental illness wasn't trendy back then, so any kind of mental illness that they had, they usually didn't get any treatment for it, so they had to learn how to cope with it themselves. Medications weren't as delicate or as effective back then, and that leaves you with some very interesting people. Get yourself a Gen X friend, but they'll probably just tell you to fuck off.
Bro, that's just straight up toxic. Let's rewind this a bit. So he starts off the video by saying half of them went to jail, military, or rehab, and the other half didn't. So that makes them survivors. And then he goes on to say that most of them didn't get treatment for their mental issues, which leads you with some very interesting people. No wonder Gen Z is so fucked up. You guys all think that you're like the most badass people on the planet, just telling people to fuck off, when really you just need some mental help. Maybe stop hiding behind this facade that you're so tough, and maybe just admit that your parents also fucked you up. Because from what I've seen from them, it seems like they didn't have a great childhood either.
We weren't really welcome at home. We brag as Gen Xers about how we drank from the hose. We drank from the hose because we were not allowed in the house to get a glass to fill it with water. The boomers that raised us were meaner than hell. They didn't want us around. They didn't want us in the house. And we really did have a room, like a bedroom, that was more like a prison. There wasn't video games and a bunch of toys and shit in there. They put us in there and locked the door and made us stay.
But now you guys are just going around telling people to fuck off instead of like trying to maybe be kind or something. I don't know. I think we are the last great generation. Drank from the water hose, played outside, slid on metal slides, scored and biked without helmets. Damn, I might have brain damage. Yeah, you probably do. On a real note, you probably do. I really like this TikTok where this lady is comparing Gen X summer to Gen Z summer. And really, they don't even seem that much different. Just the one, you have a cell phone, and the other one, you don't. You're still not really doing much. But what I really like about this is that she says in this last clip, gaming and phoning. Like, that's what it is when like you have your phone in your hand. I'm using that term from now on anytime I use my phone. Anytime someone asks me, hey Max, what you up to? Not much, I'm just phoning right now. Give me 1 second. I'll get you when I'm done here phoning. Classic Max. Always phoning.
I hold grudges. I don't give a goddamn. I still hate motherfuckers from middle school. I don't wish none of you bitches well. Fuck all of yous.
That's all it is. Gen X humor is just, I hate you, fuck you. That's all it is. This is so funny.
If only they made that noise. If they made that noise, I'd never leave the little buggers alone.
Listen, I know what I said about how their humor sucks. I take that all back. I take it back. Also, I'm single. I just wanted to throw that out there for anybody who was wondering. So like if there's any Gen Xers out there watching this, I am single. Yeah. I just want to throw that out there. It's nothing like, yeah.
I love when younger TikTokers comment on older people's pages and it's like, you shouldn't even be on here. You don't even know how to use technology. It's like, if we started writing in cursive again and driving stick shift cars, we could cripple your entire generation.
Yeah, except those are two things that no one has to do. Like, yeah, maybe you could be better at that. Good for you. Good job. But you choose to try to use the internet when you don't really know it. So when people make fun of you, you're kind of asking for it. Just like if someone who didn't learn to write cursive starts writing in cursive, you might make fun of that. Cat, you want to be in the video so damn bad? Look. There. You happy? You got your screen time.
My middle child is 23 now, and she is a beauty, and she is smart and hateful. And everything I did made her so mad. She had a bunch of little girls always spending the night, and the little girl stayed a couple of nights, so I did her laundry. And
I'm done. I can't finish watching that. I can't. So that's Gen X. This video wasn't meant to say that one generation's better than the other. We all have our different quirks and our different humor style, but when you come to TikTok, a place where it's infiltrated by kids that have built the platform, and then you try to use it, yeah, I'm gonna goof on you. I'm gonna have a little fun. But don't you be taking shit from anyone, especially me. If you see this video and if you are Gen X, I want you to comment down below and tell me to fuck off. Tell me you don't want to hear it, because that's what makes your generation you. And it would just be really funny if there was a lot of Gen Xers in the comments telling me to fuck off. But anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great day. And I hope that you'll join me next time when I punch a hole right through this wall. But until then, goodbye.